Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome. My name is Firebug, and we're going to go straight to it, right? So, in today's video, we'll be playing more of Jotunnslayer Hordes of Hel, and we'll be playing the new map, Jotunheim. And we'll be also playing the new character, the Flame Sister. So, and again, if you haven't checked out my last videos, I will put that link in the description. I'll even think about making a playlist so you guys can check out all the other characters that I've covered so far. Just to help you be like, okay, I want to give this game a try. Don't know what character to play. Boom. Right. But all that being said, and also I just wanted to say thank you so much for one, clicking on this video. Two, I've gotten a lot more subscribers. Got a lot more views just because I started this series, so I'm gonna keep doing it because why not? I'm sorry for the lack of basically uploads. It's just that I've gotten really sick, so trying my best to try to get this one done. But don't worry, subscribe so you don't miss out the other characters because I have 2 more left. So, and I think it's the dwarf. I can't remember his real name. And the Jotunnslayer. Alright, so let's go straight to the Flame Sister. So Flame Sister is kind of unique. In this build, I'm going to go Fire and Ice because I was like, dude, that sounds fucking cool, right? But the Flame Sister is pretty cool because she's really good at killing like small creeps or monsters or whatever creatures. Not super strong against elites, but it's pretty useful, especially on this map because there's in this map, the Jotunheim. Oh my god, it barbards you with enemies, just like straight up in the action, just boom, 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 go. So, as you can see right there, like look at all those enemies, and it's not even like what a minute in the. Yeah, it's not even been like a minute or two, but the Flame Sister has quite some cool abilities. The fire dart's pretty good. The when she throws the fire darts, right? Her basics are really unique too, because she throws like 3 daggers twice, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then she has a sometimes her basics, she'll throw like a fire in front of her, and then she'll also throw like, I want to say rays of fire, right? It's kind of like, I don't know if it's going to show, kind of like that. I don't know. It was kind of split second. And I'm trying to go as fast as I can, right? So she has like daggers, a fire, and then she has like a fire laser. I don't know what it's called exactly, and the game doesn't really explain it either, but she has like a cool, unique basic attack, which is pretty cool. So she's strong, she's like an assassin, and another thing with the Flame Sister, she gets 2 dashes. I didn't realize that. I think later in the video I kind of started to realize, but yeah, she also has a higher chance to apply enemies with burn, right? Well, makes sense. Having the name of Flame Sister, you probably want to burn the enemies. And burn is kind of like poison, right? It just does damage over time. That's it. There's nothing crazy about it, but it's pretty strong, so do not dismiss it. But the Flame Sister, and you guys can pause at any time to read what these do. I'm gonna go as fast as I can, just try to push this video out for you guys. So but she's really good at killing like smaller creatures, not so much of elites, but it works out in this map a lot because there's just tons and tons and tons of the smaller creatures, and this is all normal, by the way, so you can tell like every map or every video, it just slightly gets harder and harder and harder, which I like about this game. Of course, we're gonna still use Scotty. Fire and Ice sounds cool as hell. Scotty's, I feel like Scotty's still a really good god. think Scotty, Odin, so far are been the best ones for me. Maybe, I don't know. I think Thor's okay, but I don't think he's like crazy. Like look how intense that looks. Like I know it's just bugs right now, but still, it's just all of a sudden just boom. Here's a bunch of enemies. But yeah, Thor is okay. I don't think like he's a bad god in this game. I feel like he's like he does his job, right? It works better with other characters. Freya is okay if you want to get more XP, you want some healing, and you can't blah blah blah. Flame's sister on her own is pretty good. But is she as good as Revenant? Not really. I think Revenant's more like an S tier, and Flame's sister's like an A plus, right? Like she's there, but not as good as like Revenant. So I think Revenant's still one of the higher tiers. The last character that I played was Ceres, and I feel like she's okay. Not like I want to say A tier. Like she has a lot of good things. Like I feel like all the characters in this game are pretty high up, right? Like they do what they need to get done. But some characters are just slightly better in my opinion. The downfall of Flame Sister though is that she's really squishy. So keep that in mind. But she's more like an assassin, right? You go in, do as much damage, utilize your basics a lot, move around. She has 2 dashes, and she has like a really good kit built in. She has a bunch of good subclasses. There is one subclass that can instantly kill, or has a chance to instantly kill the smaller creeps or weaker creeps, which is really useful, right? She also can increase her crit damage. There is another passive that she gets that every time she applies a burn to someone, she can heal. So like you can do a lot of damage with her and still have the benefits of surviving. Because like if the enemy can't hit you, but you can like insta kill it, it's like you're gonna be good, right? But yeah, Jotunheim, the map it's kind of small, but I know you can't really see it in the game or feel it, but when you do play this game and you try out this map, there is going to be a gust of wind. It's not consistent, right? But it's there, and it pushes you, like right here, right? You can't really see it in the video, but you can feel it in the game. So I'm going with the with the wind. But if I'm trying to go back, like push over there, like to the bottom left, opposite or against the wind, then my character is slowed, and you can really feel it. So this map's interesting, but I wish it was kind of bigger. It's kind of small in my opinion. A lot of like openings, I guess you can say, but I don't know. I don't know all the realms of Norse mythology. I don't know much about Jotunheim, right? I'm just assuming Jotunheim's like a mountainous kind of area, just by this game. But again, don't always expect games to have everything correct about, you know, mythology, folklore, all that. I'm really into like mythology and all that, but I'm still learning, right? I'm not like a master, have a degree, or anything like that. But it's just, I've always had an interest in it. So, and my channel, I've always wanted to try to get more mythology games in my my channel. I've been playing a lot more Smite, but I sometimes just get tired of playing the one game all the time. But luckily this game's pretty good. So, it's pretty cheap on Steam. And you can get it on Epic Games. And since there is a controller support, I'm not too sure if it's on consoles. I haven't done the research of it, right? Haven't really followed their social medias about this game. but I'm kind of just going off of it of what I've played, right? Because when I first played this, it was only PC controls, and then a couple days later they added controller support, which I've always been a controller player. I've always grew up on Xbox. That's why I've always used the Xbox controller all my life. And then eventually I swapped to PC, but I don't mind playing PC controls. I just prefer controllers since I grew up with the Xbox controller almost all my life. So, but that all being said, yeah, the Flame Sister is pretty cool. The Ice and Fire build that I have is pretty cool. I will later in the videos or later in the series, I would like to revisit some of these characters. It just like sit down and actually go through and see what's the best build for each character, right? And I'm gonna keep playing this game behind the scenes, right? All that. Right here, I was like so confused. I was like, can I hit these gems that have these lasers on it, like those gems, right? The golden or yellowish ones. I was so confused there because I was like trying to hit it, but it doesn't look like you can hit it. It's really weird, but I didn't realize that it will do a lot of damage. So I try to avoid it as much as I can. Just kept moving, right? Because it's the survive the curse, but I've never seen or encountered those like lightning gems. So, but anyways, back to what I was saying was like I would like to revisit some of these characters, like the Flame Sister, Ciores, Revenant. I forgot what the first guy's name. Berserker. Yeah, Berserker. The dwarf. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I have to like go back and play the game, since this is a voiceover, right? And then the Kinslayer, and try to just like find like what's the best build for each character, and really help you guys out for anyone that does play this game. But if you do have any like suggestions of like, hey, build this, build that, do this, do that, just type it in the comments, right? Not only I get to read it, but anyone that stops by this channel, stops by this video, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that'd be a cool build to try out. You know, just not, it doesn't help just me. It helps everybody. That's the purpose. So, but, but yeah, I've been, not feeling too good the last couple of days, but I'm feeling a lot better. Just allergies, I'm waking up really late because my body's just like, I need more time to recover, whatever this is. Having stomach problems, right? All that, but do not worry. I'm gonna keep working, still making my videos, and for the people that are subscribed to Smite, do not worry. I'll still make my Smite content. I'm also just waiting for that next update, so that's why I'm playing Jotunnslayer. But if there's any other games that you want me to play, or if there's any other indie games, whatever, just type it in the comments. Like, honestly, just type it in the comments. That's all it is. So, and since I'm a small channel, I'm most likely going to read them. Read all your comments. The bad, the good, whatever. I'm going to keep doing my thing. What works best for me. Hopefully it's entertaining for you guys. And to be, you know, that's the goal. It's just trying to be entertaining. Try to provide you guys, like, what's the best builds. What helps me, you know, achieve the way that I achieve things, and then maybe I can help you guide you guys. Guide you guys. That sounds funny. You know, with the best builds, best things, just game knowledge, right, from any game whatsoever. Yeah. I know I kind of yap a lot, but it's just a lot of information to like push it out this video. So I got 4 minutes. Hopefully this build was cool, and oh, another thing I wanted to like talk about was like the Flame Sister. Don't know who or what she is. Don't know about her in the lore of Norse mythology. Again, like, I'm not an expert. I know the goddess of soul, and she's the sun goddess, but I've never heard of a Flame Sister. I don't know. I've heard of berserkers. I've heard of the other Vikings, right? But never the Flame Sister. I heard of Ceres or Ceres. She's usually the priestess that talks to the gods. I could be completely wrong, but she helps you with rituals, set that up the rituals, how to please the gods. She gives you some knowledge, right? But I never heard of the Flame Sister. I want to, like, after this video or after this recording, I'm probably going to do tons of research about Norse mythology. And kind of just, like, really understand who the Flame Sister really is. Maybe she's just a made-up character in this game. But if you guys know, again, leave it down in the comments. I know I've been saying that like a broken record. I'll stop. I promise. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was I'm going to probably try to push out the Jotunnslayer videos a lot more, except once a week. I usually, in my schedule, right, I usually make a video on Monday. I know I skipped this Monday, but I try to push out a video on Monday, and I try to push a video on Wednesday, and I also try to push a video on Friday. But the Friday series is the no commentary ones. If you guys want more of just Jotunnslayer content, I'll make more. But if you want more of the Smite 2 content, then I'll just make more Smite 2. But again, this series was like, I'm trying to branch out just a little bit, because sometimes I get tired of playing the same game over and over and over again. So but I'll try to make more of the Jotunnslayer and do more research, like what's the best builds, blah blah. Talk about the lore, Norse mythology lore. I know like majority of it, but I'm not like an expert. Again, and I don't claim to be an expert in this game either, right? I'm kind of just going what I know works best for me. After playing this game for, I want to say, a couple hours, I don't know how much exactly, but I've been playing this game behind the scenes, and yeah, I enjoy it. Right? This is like really addicting game. Like, I know the video doesn't do justice, but if you play it yourself and try it out, it's really fun. It's actually like extremely fun. It's simple. You don't have to learn about crazy controls, right? Most of the time you're just moving around. That's it. Like, you move around. You don't have to click on anything. You don't have to click to use your basics, right? The only buttons that you really need to push is your ultimate and your dash, and move around. And then, of course, select your upgrades. So, yeah. But this game's like easy. You can get on your hand, like you can get your hands on it pretty fast. For people that are not experienced with games and all that, this could be a good start, right? Show this to your like little brother, like, hey, you want to try this out? Probably not. I don't know. I know this game could be graphics. I mean, it has a lot of blood, but it doesn't really show. So far, I don't think it shows anything. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I don't even know what the rating of this game is. But I don't think it's that bad, right? My parents were never really strict about games. They taught me, like, hey, you know, this stuff's not real, right? Don't apply this in real world, right? Because you get a lot of trouble. Oh, by the end, I was trying to get that last XP, but I was afraid that I wouldn't have enough time to start the boss encounterment. So I was trying to get the last upgrade. As you can see right there, look how I could have been level 31 before I started this boss. All right, so this boss, he's a lot harder. Just really tanky, I guess you can say. Like bullet sponge tanky. He does do a lot of damage, so keep your distance. And especially with the Flame Sister, again, she's pretty squishy, right? She's more like the assassin, like I always say, or have been saying, not always saying. What am I talking about? But yeah, his moves are not that bad. The boss, like in the beginning, but he has like different stages, and as you can see right here, it's gonna be a different stage. Just let it play out. And then this is going to be... I don't know why. The other bosses don't have this kind of thing. But for some reason, this guy does. He has this whole different cutscene, and he makes the platform even smaller. And then now, the platform's even smaller, and then just kind of do the same thing. But he does like different moves. Do not stand on wherever that is, like the toxin or acid or poison that he has on the ground. It will insta kill you. So just something to keep in mind. Yeah, like yeah, you see right behind him, or those ones right there. But he's not super hard, but he's really tanky. I know I'm shredding him because the video's like, I swear, like, when you play this game, time flies. Like, it's just like, you know how if you're having a really fun time, time just kind of flows by. That's how it feels when I, like, play this game. Or even talk about it. Or even, like, make a voiceover. It just feels like it's going a lot faster. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. But as I was saying, that this game's not too bad for people that don't know like PC controls. Maybe this is a good game for you to start with keyboard and mouse and give that a feel. Or if you're trying out a new controller, this could be a good game, right? Just never had any performance issues either, since it's a indie game, right? Or whatever. Never really had any lag, input lag. Just game runs smooth, like very smooth. But it's pretty fun, so I highly recommend it. But again, I wanted to say that my parents never really were that strict of what games I played. Just only like, of course, they didn't want anything like people having sex on screen or anything that's like very gory, right? But most games, they were okay for me to play. And if they did had stuff like that, like GTA, my dad would just watch me play it. Just make sure that I don't ever go to the strip club. He's like, hey, no, we're not doing that. But he and my mom taught me, like, hey, you know, you can play these games, but you just gotta keep in mind that these things are just not real. So, but that could be a whole different topic for the next video. But yeah, this boss, not too bad. I bet, like, if I played this on hard, it's gonna be crazy hard. But yeah, that is the Flame Sister. And then the next character is going to be the Warden. So subscribe so you don't miss out the next video when I play Warden. But if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.
The fireball!